Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Obay court ruling, pay Nnamdi Kanus 1 billion naira. HURIWA to President Muhammadu Buhari says Obay court ruling, pay Nnamdi Kanus 1 billion naira. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, stay tuned as I read today's news. The Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HURIWA, says it aligns itself with the judgment of a high court in Abia State, ordering the federal government to pay the detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanus 1 billion naira damages for violating his human rights. In addition, the court also ordered the federal government to apologize to Kanus. Kanus had, in August last year, filed a case for the enforcement of his fundamental human rights, accusing the federal of violating his human rights by sending soldiers who invaded his country home in Afara Uku in Umuahia, Abia State on September 14, 2017. Kanus also contended that his rendition from Kenya to Nigeria last year was equally a violation of his right. He asked the court to order the federal government to pay him 5 billion naira in damages. Delivering judgment in the case on Wednesday, Justice Benson Anya ruled that federal government should pay 1 billion naira and also apologize to him. HURIWA, in a statement on Wednesday, endorsed by its national coordinator, Emmanuel Owumbiko, said it strongly endorses the decision of the Abia State High Court. HURIWA support the order for government to tender apology to Nnamdi Kanus. The matter was about the invasion, but we do think that the landmark judgment suffices to the illegal abduction that the Nigerian government subjected him to in Kenya. The action of President Muhammadu Buhari's federal government to abduct Mazi Nnamdi Kanus from Kenya is illegal and constitutionally a crime against humanity. The invasion of his father's house and the killing by security forces of many of his friends and relatives are unlawful. Yes, what the government did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanus by kidnapping him from Kenya is not justiciable under the Nigerian law. Importantly, subjecting a citizen of Nigeria or citizen of another country to rendition is an international crime, given the fact that torture is applied. The invasion of his father's house in Umuahia was illegal, the statement added. According to Owumbiko, the import of the Abia State High Court ruling in the case between Nnamdi Kanus against the federal government goes to show that the allegations made by Mazi Nnamdi Kanus that he was kidnapped are valid and substantial, and that the attempt to kill him here in Nigeria was actually made by security forces. Explaining why Nigeria should apologize to Kanu, HURIWA, since Kenya denied knowing anything about his arrest, we think, with all due respect, that Nigerian government should apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and pay him the 1 billion naira without delay. Any move by the government to appeal this landmark and unimpeachable verdict will amount to colossal waste of public fund. The Human Rights Writers Association of Nigeria, HURIWA, says it aligns itself with the judgment of the High Court in Abuja State ordering the federal government to pay the detained leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 1 billion naira damages for violating his human rights. In addition, the court also ordered the federal government to apologize to Kanu. Kanu had, in August last year, filed a case for the enforcement of his fundamental human rights, accusing the federal of violating his human rights by sending soldiers who invaded his country home in Afara Uku in Umuahia, Abia State on September 14, 2017. Kanu also contended that his rendition from Kenya to Nigeria last year was equally a violation of his right. He asked the court to order the federal government to pay him 5 billion naira in damages. Delivering judgment in the case on Wednesday, Justice Benson Anya ruled that federal government should pay Kanu 1 billion naira and also apologize to him. Finally, we are done with our news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about today's news. Thank you for listening.